100%. Jero, what you got?
My agenda to push is Tokyo Revengers is still hitting, bro. They still pushing out good episodes. I don't know if y'all been watching the latest arcs. As a personal fan of Tokyo Revengers, and don't get me wrong, like those thugs and biker gangs with the swastikas, it's crazy. Like it ain't really like what I would say is my speed. I'm not gonna even front to you, but I don't know. For some reason, I get encapsulated by the relationships. I love Takemichi. I think Mikey is cool. Like for some reason, and I know there's some plot holes. The whole he goes back in the time thing is a little sketchy, but for some reason, I can't lie to you guys. I find myself still very much interested in this kid's plight to go back in time to help his friends. And then for some reason, time and time again, I come back and I find myself, I don't know why I ever take a break off of this because it's very good every time. And I don't know if you guys are watching the latest season, but I will admit this. For a show that you don't really, for some people don't resonate with this, like why are these gangs even fighting? Like why are they even doing this? They do a really good job of making you emotional about whatever's going on.
No, I will say
this. Mikey's peak in that show.
So I can't lie. For a minute, I thought it was kind of falling off, but I went back. I gave back my objective lens, and to me, it's still one of the better ones. Still good in the new gen sense.
I will say this: there is something very like capsulating about the story. The problem is, like a lot of people after first season, I was like, "Let me go ahead and read." You know, I can't. I need to figure out what happened. And J. Rob, just enjoy it for now. Just enjoy the ride.
I read it. I'm here. I know,
bro. You want to talk about?
I was cool with it.
That's a bag fumble, bro. They
fumbled the bag. I've heard. I mean, as bad as the ending of AOT, though.
Hear me out.
I'm ready to start this. Hear me out. The ending of Code Geass is a better ending than Attack on Titan.
I'm not even mad at that, actually.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either.
Tell me about that. The Code Geass ending is better than AOT.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that either, actually.
But let's be very clear. Tokyo Revengers, because J-Rob, I'm kind of with you. Like up until the final arc, I think Tokyo Revengers is enjoyable, is entertaining.
Yeah.
This is what I said. I was talking to my guy. I was like, bro, if Tokyo Revengers didn't have the final arc and its ending, I would have been given a solid 7 or 8 out of 10.
Right.
That ending was so bad for me. And the art.
What didn't you like about the ending?
Well, the explanation of time travel was terrible. I
agree with that. But see, this is my thing. Did you expect any good explanation for that, though?
No, that's why I was worried.
Let's be honest. Like, I will say the one thing about Tokyo Revengers is I'm kind of okay with the bullshit. Because I think you got to kind of accept some of it. You know, like the fact that he keep going back in time never really made sense.
I wish
but he could just do that. Like, that's what he could do. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to keep trying to question how he's able to do it. I just know he could do it. Because I feel like that's one thing that if you keep trying to figure that out, I don't think you'll ever be able to rationalize it enough where it makes sense to anybody. And I agree. I thought the explanation was trash. But I'm not going to lie. In terms of the anime that's just like feel good, have good moments, like I still give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. I'll still give it about a 7.
That's fair.
I'll still give it about a 7.
That's fair. With the explanation we got, I wish they just never said anything. They just let us think about it.
True.
Because what the problem is, obviously, using time travel in any story is a very slippery slope because you can mess it up very easily. And I just sat there, was like, at some point, I was like, I hope we just never know how Mikey does it. Just don't tell me. Because then I'd rather just think about how it's done after the story's over than get an explanation that's bad. And then I'm just sitting there like, I shouldn't have to, you're the author. I shouldn't have to come up with a better explanation for time travel in your story better than you. That's how I always feel, especially with any plot point. I shouldn't have to find out. I as an uneducated person who's never written a story before, should not be able to come up with a better like way to explain your story better than you because you're the one who made the story.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I don't know. I don't disagree. But
yeah. Also, Takemichi getting Ultra Instinct was cooked, bro.
That was fire though. Like, to be fair, but it was fire. Like, I was cool with that. Like, Riddell, I was cool with that, bro. He
needed something, man. He going back in time. He gets ass kicked every time.
They are dramatizing
every time, bro.
They are dramatizing,
bro. Swing once, bro. Swing once.
But they were dramatizing 14, 15, 16-year-old gang member thugs fighting each other over friendship.
And he's the only one that lost every fight.
You gotta be cool with some of the I'm telling you, you just gotta be cool with some of the bullshit. Like,
Jera,
it's
how your main character lose every fight?
I think if you're trying to critically
out,
think this show, if you're trying to critically think Tokyo Revengers, I think you're gonna enjoy it. It's okay to be a little just. Yeah,
I just want
thing about Tokyo Revengers, though,
I'll say,
if you're in that shonen, like if you're in that shonen realm about Tokyo Revengers, it's kind of nice to see the MC not be overpowered. So depending on how much you watch shonen, it's a nice switch up because, like,
thank you, Blake. Thank you.
It's a question.
Him being weak is an interesting. It's an interesting.
You got to beat Mikey in a fight
because people still think Blake. But Blake brought up a great point. This is why I think the story's good. He is weak. He cannot fight. He get beat up all the time.
And we're so used to that. We're so used to that. If you're like a comment, like if you're just a general anime watcher, or the anime watcher that watches enough anime of shonen, I feel like you should watch Tokyo Revengers because it gives you a different perspective on a main character.
Facts.
Let's try answer this question.
I had a question. So, the topic is anime fights. Why are we talking about TR? I don't know what's going on.
Because I had to get my agenda was that I said Tokyo Revengers is still hitting because I've been watching it again. I'm like, oh, this is still fire to me. I'm rocking with it. And we also said like Tokyo Revengers has a lot of flaws, but see, that's the problem. You're trying to write this type of stuff, and you see all the nonsense. I'm a consumer. I
feel you.
Kick back, smoke my little. You feel me? And
I also feel like Takemichi being weak isn't like a problem. I don't think him being weak is a problem because I think a lot of stories have that trope of a character being started off weak and whether it be inspirational or anything like I think he reminds me of Gonta from Dead Man Wonderland. He's like that character archetype. Like he's like that character archetype. So I don't. That's not my problem with Takemichi.
Ty, I'm not saying he should win every fight, but bruh.
He's gonna hit in, bro. At least
but his strength is his. You feel me? I never give up. He's the epitome of what y'all all like: power of friendship and never give up. He just
I don't like power of friendship.
I don't like
it. He does it right. Get back up until the big homie Mikey comes and we go.
But random. Here's the thing, though. If you wanted him to win more fights, you would have to fundamentally change.
A fight.
No. Listen what I'm about to say. If you want him to do that early in the story or whatever the case may be, you'd have to fundamentally change who Takemichi is. He comes in as a weak character, so if he started winning fights, it wouldn't be believable storytelling because like he's been presented as a character that can't compete. So if he starts doing it, I understand.
Can I add one thing to your point? Can I add one thing to your point too, Ty? Random would be if he just got strong out of nowhere and won a fight. This same random time, I could already hear the first question. Where was the training arc? How did he get so strong?
No.
Where's the karate teacher?
Hold on. Let me defend myself here. In TR, I'm not saying he got to like knock out, drag out. We've been seeing people in TR sneaking people with bats and pipes.
Wait, time out.
Just let him sneak one person with a pipe.
Random, it's crazy. Time out. Random. Random, stop. Random. You said sneak. He did what you asked. When that guy that stabbed Draken, he choked him out. He did exactly what you.
Okay, J-Rob, I apologize.
He did exactly. Time out. I ain't finished. It was in season 1. By the way, it was a dude that beat him up at the beginning of the story. He choked him out after he stabbed Draken, and he snuck him. He did exactly what you asked.
Is that the one fight he wins in season 1?
You said one fight. Did you say one fight?
Fine.
Everything you just asked, he did it.